very, very innovative. This is very, very new. As you know, we are now able to track the excavators before they even set off to come to Ghana. And when they get there, the Minerals Commission, DVLA, everybody is there. And we have also tracking them to the geofencing and geotracking control room at the Minerals Commission. And we believe that we are going to get to that point where every movement of excavator in this country is actually regulated. We are doing this grounded on LI 2404, which prescribes the mandatory registration of all earth-moving and mining equipment that is to be used in mining operations. LI 2404 ensures that machinery and equipment are tracked in real time and used only in mining areas for which they have been registered. To address the challenge of water pollution by illegal mining activities, the Blue Water Initiative was launched within the first 120 days in line with the government's manifesto promise. So far, over 450 personnel have been trained and deployed. I'm also happy to announce that the second batch of 530 blue water guards will be graduating just this Friday, 25th of July. The target is to train 2,000 blue water guards personnel by the end of the year. The deployment strategy for the blue water guards is non-confrontational. They act as intelligence officers and also engage with local community to raise awareness about the importance of environmental conservation and the negative impacts of illegal mining. I think already it is very clear that we are seeing the very positive impact of the presence of these blue water guards in our watering areas. The second phase of the Blue Water Initiative will focus on dechemicalizing the water bodies to restore them to their pristine conditions. Feasibility studies are steadily underway. The Minerals Commission, in consultation with the Chamber of Mines, has also completed its annual review of the 5th edition of the procurement list in compliance with Regulation LI 2431. That's Regulation 7.3. And I'm talking about local content and local participation. This is to enhance the local content regulation to increase Ghanaian participation and in-country value. We want to make sure that we get to the place after all these years of mining. We believe that Ghanaians have basically moved from the end of the bus and now they are in the driving seat. We must empower them to be really, not only in large-scale mining, but they must really be in the forefront of the mining industry in all aspects, including the local content, including purchases, including procurement. And we believe that's the way we empower the people of Ghana. And the president is very, very, very serious about this effort. In line with the government's vision to create sustainable jobs through responsible corporate mining, Cabinet has approved the implementation and transition of the community mining scheme and the NALEP, the National Alternative Employment and Livelihood Program, into what we call the COMSDEP, Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program. This new program will act as Ghana's flagship initiative to reform artisanal and small-scale mining by combining lessons from what we've learned in the past, the community mining scheme and NALEP, through community ownership for sustainable and responsible mining in a structured and regulated manner. I think I said this before. The reason why this for community mining and ownership, we must indeed make sure that the community owns those mining, and also making sure that we are empowering them in training and giving them the right tools to make sure they mine responsibly and sustainably. And that's exactly what the COMSDEC is intended to do. The program has successfully trained and supported 127 young people with startup kits for apprenticeship and skills development programs in partnership with Anglo-Glo, Ashanti, and GIZ. At its core, the program will foster the creation of locally owned mining cooperatives, providing members with professional training, legal concessions, and access to share processing for facilities equipped with modern recovery technologies, and water treatment systems. And I move to Forestry Commission. One of the greatest challenges at the forestry subsector is deforestation and forest degradation, largely due to illegal mining, illegal logging, wildfires, and unsustainable agricultural practices. Within the forest reserves alone, over 5,500 hectares. And I think I keep repeating this. That is equivalent to 7,500 football fields. That has been degraded. But I'm happy to announce that in collaboration with law enforcement agencies, the Forestry Commission has successfully repossessed all 9 red zone forest reserves previously occupied by armed gangs. At the beginning of my service as a minister, I informed the people of Ghana the crisis we face. But I'm happy to tell you today that today we have repossessed all these forests. It doesn't mean we are completely out of the woods, but what it means that the forestry guards are able to enter in and out, and when they need reinforcement, they are supported. Additionally, 279 trucks conveying illegal lumber were intercepted, fined, and the illegal wood confiscated and auctioned. As government strategy to promote legal timber trade, Ghana entered into the voluntary partnership agreement with the EU, aimed at ensuring only legal timber from sustainable managed forests are exported to the EU market. Subsequently, Ghana is expected to issue what we call the Forest Law Enforcement Governance and Trade License, FLET, to accompany all wood exports to the EU market. Ghana is at the final stage of completing the process for issuance of this FLET license. And the key outstanding requirement is the ratification of these TUCs. And I must inform you that we are currently trying to get that done in Parliament. And the effective date of the FLET licenses coming live will be on the 8th of October 2025. I move to a very important initiative that really is on the heart of His Excellency President John Mahama. And that is what we call the Major Reforestation Initiative, the Tree for Life initiative. This was launched by His Excellency President John Mahama at Nkawie in the Ashanti region in March this year. On June 5th, the President again led the nation to commence the tree planting exercise, emphasizing the government's commitment to planting 30 million trees. As of mid-July 2025, a total of 7.8 million seedlings have been distributed and planted, out of which 2.3 million were planted by the private sector. The planting campaign is ongoing with a target expected to be met at the end of the rainy season. And let me note that we just started the planting June and July, and that's really why you see this number. I believe that with the diligence and hard work led by the Forestry Commission team, we will meet the target by October this year. To promote ecotourism, the Commission has received proposals from strategic partners to invest in 5 potential sites: Dija National Park, Shire Hills Resource Reserve, Kalakpa Resource Reserve, Sakumono Ramsar Site, and the Muni Pumazi Ramsar Site. The proposals are being reviewed for PPP, public-private partners, to develop these areas for tourism and local economic growth. One critical area of importance, and I'm moving to the Ghana Geological Survey Authority, is geological investigations, which sits with the Ghana Geological Survey Authority. The authority supports small-scale miners with data on mineralized areas to assist with proper and regulated mining activities. And we intend to retool the authority to delve into this mandate. The Geological Survey is important is that we ask the question all the time, why are people mining everywhere? Because they don't know where the gold is. If only we can identify mineralized areas, then we can really organize people better in mineralized areas, and so that we don't destroy our lands, our water bodies. And that is why we are strongly focused on retooling the Ghana Geological Survey to identify these mineralized areas. We have also monitored seismic activities nationwide, which is really under the purview of the Geological Survey, with data confirming no imminent geological risk to our country. Critical findings are also utilized to inform engineering designs for infrastructure development, enhancing construction safety standards as well.